Ryanair has defended its decision to leave half a plane load of passengers behind on a Spanish island, placing the blame on airport and border control authorities. With scores of passengers held up by long passport lines, the carrier decided not to wait around and instead removed their bags from the aircraft and took off without them. We'll look at the details of this incident for today's video. The flight in question was from Lanzarote to Bristol International, taking place on Wednesday, February 25th. The flight that day was already over an hour late and, as mentioned at the intro, departed for the UK with only half of its passengers on board. As reported by The Express, the ultra-low-cost carrier has provoked outrage after leaving behind 89 of the nearly 180 passengers ticketed to fly with the carrier to Bristol on flight FR 4756. This service was scheduled to depart Lanzarote at 3:15 p.m. local time using one of the airline's Boeing 737-800 aircraft. Unfortunately, Lanzarote Airport was experiencing significant bottlenecks in passport control, leading to hours-long queues for passengers travelling outside the Schengen area. Although the flight would not take off until almost 4:30 p.m, Ryanair eventually closed its boarding gate with just half of its passengers on board. Again, 89 travellers who had tickets for the flight were left behind. The airline also unloaded the checked bags of all the missing passengers, a process which itself reportedly took almost an hour. The airline has confirmed that 90 passengers were on board the flight, with the remainder not arriving at the boarding gate in time. A Ryanair spokesperson stated, "Due to passport control delays at Lanzarote Airport, a number of passengers missed this flight from Lanzarote to Bristol. Should these passengers have presented at the boarding gate desk before it closed, they would have boarded this flight alongside the 90 passengers who did present at the gate on time." Lanzarote Airport is the third busiest airport serving the Canary Islands, handling over 7 million passengers each year. Since the UK is not in the Schengen area, travellers must pass through non-Schengen lanes and passport control, something that can easily become overwhelmed by capacity at peak periods. One notable gridlock last year saw 17 non-EU flights arrive in close succession at the airport, which has also faced criticism for huge bus and taxi queues. The internet seems divided on this incident, with some noting that travellers should have factored in the well-known passport control delays into their schedules. On top of this, a further delay to the flight could have resulted in the crew timing out, leading to a cancellation of the entire flight. Naturally, others are of the opinion that the carrier should have waited, considering it was essentially half the flight. But what are your thoughts on what happened? Let us know by leaving a comment. In addition to our daily YouTube videos, Simple Flying publishes over 150 articles every week. If you're looking for the latest aviation news and insights, visit simpleflying.com.